Hello. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living at San Jose. My name is Miss Liza. This is our Sunday school lesson for the youth. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you've never been on these videos before, hello for the first time. It's going to be a great Sunday. Today we're going to learn about kindness. And I know that you all already know a little bit about that because I'm sure you've all been kind. I know I have, and I know sometimes I forget to be kind. So we're going to talk about all that today. The first thing, though, that we're going to talk about is what we always talk about every week. I'm going to ask you a question. I bet you know the answer. And if you don't, that's fine too. What is God? What is God? God is everything. Did you know that? God's everything. God is my hair. God is the sky. God is a squirrel gathering nuts. God is broccoli. God is that little boy in line who kicks you. How could that be God? Well, let me tell you what. God is not just everything, it's everywhere. So one place that it is, a really important place, is inside of you. And it's inside of everyone. It's inside that little boy who kicks you. How could that be God? I thought God was this good thing. Some people call God goodness. Some people call God love or peace. Sometimes they call it Jesus or Allah. They call God spirit. So how could that be inside a little boy who kicks you? Well, he just forgot to use it. Did you ever forget to use something? Maybe you have some money and you want to get something, but instead of bringing your money to the store, you forget it. You forgot to use your money. You're like, oh, I forgot my money. Sometimes we just forget. We forget to use the things inside of us. Maybe you have some really cool Legos at home and you're trying to build them really tall, and then you forget that you have another set that will help you get the job done, right? You forget to use things, and sometimes we forget to use the God inside of us, and that's what's going on with that little boy who kicks you in the line, because you know what? He's not bad. He just forgot to use the God inside of him. No one's really bad. I hear so many of my friends say, oh, there's the bad guy. But really, there's no such thing as a bad guy. There's people who forget to use their good choices, or maybe they pick bad choices. But there's no such thing as a bad guy because everybody has God inside of them. So they're just not making good choices. Does that make sense? So God is everywhere and God is everything, and you get to have it in you. Let's light these candles. It's a celebration of God being everywhere that we are. You ready? I'm going to say that God is something. You say, I am that, okay? God is life. You say, I am life. God is light. I am light. God is joy. I am joy. God is peace. I am peace. God is love. I am love. God is beauty. I am beauty. God is power. I am power. And together we say, all of these things God is, I am. We get to be everything God is. All that good stuff, we get to pick it. You get to choose it. Get to make those good God choices. And I know that so many of you do it so often. But sometimes, like that little boy who kicks, we forget. We forget to use the God in us. So one way we can remember to use the God inside of us is to say a prayer. And when we say a prayer, it could be a lot of different ways, but a great way to do it, and a way that I learned to do it right here at the Center for Spiritual Living, is to do it with 5 steps. Let's talk about those 5 steps of prayer. The first step is God is everything. God is all there is. There's no spot where God is not. God is everything. That's the first step. The second step is God's inside of me. We just talked about that with the candles, right? So God is everything. God's inside of me. The third step, I can use my God to do whatever I need to do. Like maybe to keep my feet still when I'm in the line and not kick anybody, right? You can choose that. You can choose to use God. The fourth step is, well, since you get to have God, if you get to have something, what do you say? Thank you. That's the fourth step. Remember to say thank you. And the fifth step for our prayer is let it go and know that the yuckies are going away and the good is going to stay. Okay? Let's try it. Okay? Let's say a prayer. Let's say a prayer. Well, because we're learning about kindness today, and we're going to talk about it real soon, let's say a prayer about being kind, okay? So, step number 1, God is everything. Number 2, God's inside of me. Number 3, that means I have kindness inside of me, and I can use it. I am going out today to do a lot of kind things. Number 4, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, world. Thank you, God. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Spirit, for putting God inside of me and letting me use it. Thanks. And now I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to go be kind. And so it is. That's a prayer. Isn't that great? You can pray anywhere, anytime. You can pray in the car. You can pray in the bed. You can pray at the table. You can pray on the floor. You can pray when you're at the park. You can pray anywhere. In the bathtub. You can pray anywhere, anytime. I want you to try it, okay? Say some prayers this week. It will make you feel happy, I'm sure. So, today we're talking about kindness. Kindness. Well, I'm sure you've heard about being kind, right? You've heard about being kind. Let me see what these paper people say here about being kind. They say, kindness is showing you care, doing some good to make life better for others. It is being thoughtful about other people's needs. Kindness is showing love and compassion, means like caring, to someone who is sad or they need your help. Kindness is treating yourself and others gently. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't say, I can't do it. Don't say things like, I'm not smart enough. You are. Be kind to yourself. Say, I can do it. I might just need to practice some more, but I know I can do it because you have God inside of you. So be kind to yourself too. Kindness is caring about the earth and all living things. Like when you feed your puppy dog, is that kind? Yeah. When you help your mom bring the groceries in from the store, is that kind? Yes. Being helpful is kind. There's so many ways to be kind. I've got some puppets here. They're going to give us some ideas about how to be kind. Got a teacher. Here's a teacher. Here's the student. And let's see what happens here.
Teacher, I fell down and skinned my knee.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me get a Band-Aid for you. We'll wash it up too.
Is the teacher being kind? Well, of course she is. Of course she is. And how do you think the little girl feels when someone is kind to her? Yeah, she feels better. And I'm sure that your teachers maybe helped you with a skinned knee, right? Did you ever fall down at school? Have a skinned knee? Yeah. So that's a way that someone could be kind. This little girl, hurt herself, so the teacher helped, right? And maybe even if another friend at school or maybe your sibling falls down, could you help them? Could you help them get up? Could you give them a hug, tell them you're sorry they're hurting? Yeah, that's being kind. It's not hard. And you have God in you, so you can make that choice. Let's do another example. Got this little boy right here. Hello. And then we've got our chef. Here's our chef. Hello. Okay, you guys ready? Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I made some cookies and I forgot them in the oven and they burned. And I've got to have more cookies ready because the customers are coming soon.
Well, I could help you make the cookies. I could get everything mixed together for you and stir it.
You would do that?
Well, yes, I don't want you to be upset about your cookies.
Oh, that's so kind. Oh,
I would do it. I would do it for
anyone. Thank you, thank you.
You think Chef's feeling better? I think he is. Look, he's smiling even a little. Yeah, this little boy was so kind. He knew that Chef was upset because the cookies burnt, but then he helped him. See? See how people feel better when you're kind? And you know what? You feel better when you're kind. There's all kinds of things you can do to be kind. You know what I heard about? I heard about some children who found some rocks and they took them home and they painted them and they wrote nice things on them like, "You are wonderful," or "I think you're pretty," or "Everything's gonna be okay." And then they just placed the rocks around their neighborhood and let people find them. How would you feel if you were walking along and you found a rock that said, "You are wonderful"? Wouldn't you feel good? Yeah, that's called a random act of kindness. That's kind of a cool thing to do. You could do that or even leave little notes around for people. And the other thing is you can tell people. You can tell people things like, "Wow, you're really good at coloring." Is that kind? Yes, giving someone a compliment is a very kind thing to do. So there's so many ways to be kind and caring, right? We're going to have a song about being kind. And I love this song. Because when we are kind, we use our heart, right? Is God in our heart? Yep. And our mind. Is God in our mind? Yes, it is. This is everywhere, right? Okay, so let's sing this song. Get your hands up. We're going to say, "It is very important to be kind." Can you say that with me? It is very important to be kind. And then we say, "Oh yeah." Can you say that? Oh yeah. And we're going to do it again. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. Then say, "I know how to be kind." I know how to be kind. Say, "I use my heart." I use my heart. I use my mind. I use my mind. And then one more time. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. Okay. You ready? Let's try to do it. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. I know how to be kind. I use my heart. I use my mind. It's very important to be kind. Oh yeah. What are some ways you've been kind? What did you do? Did you help your parents? Did you help your big people at your house? Maybe you unloaded the dishwasher without even being asked. That would be a way to be kind. When maybe one of the big people or one of your brothers or sisters in your house were saying that they didn't feel good, maybe you told them you hoped they would feel better soon. Maybe you brought them a glass of water. So many things that you could do. What's another way you could be kind? Oh, if someone asks you to be patient, and you are, that's a way to be kind if they really need that from you, right? Or you could help someone. What if you have a little brother or sister and they're trying to color and they're not very good at it? And so you show them and teach them. Is that a way to be kind? Yes, so many ways. Let's sing it again. Are you ready? It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah, I know. I know how to be kind. I use my heart. I use my mind. It's very important to be kind. Oh yeah. Very good. So good. I bet you're going to be really, really kind this week. So, you said we use our mind to be kind, right? So if you're using your mind to be kind, there's a way to get your mind in really good shape. Like you exercise to get your body in good shape, we can exercise our mind too. And the way we exercise our mind is by doing this thing called meditation. And a lot of you have been doing it with me for a few weeks now, right? More than a few weeks. And we're going to try it again today. So when we're meditating, we are just sitting still and quiet. Miss Liz is looking for her phone because I want to have some music for our meditating, and I'm not seeing it anywhere. It's over here. Let me get it. There it is. So we're sitting very quiet and still, and we're using our mind to think good thoughts. We're controlling our mind because sometimes our mind thinks yucky things. Sometimes our mind thinks like, I'm so mad at that boy that kicked me in the line, right? Sometimes our mind thinks, I'm not cleaning my room. I don't feel like it, right? Sometimes our mind thinks those kind of things. Sometimes our mind is sad because something didn't work out. Maybe you didn't get to go somewhere. Maybe you've been feeling sad about it. But instead of feeling sad about not being able to go, you can feel happy knowing that one day you will get to go, and you can think about all the fun things you're going to do when you go, right? You can always control your mind to think good things instead of yucky things, all right? So we're going to sit for 2 minutes and just think good things. That's called meditation, controlling your mind. So I'm going to find some nice music to use for that. And we're going to, you can lay down, you can sit crisscross applesauce, maybe put your finger to your thumb and rest it on your knee. You can sit in your favorite chair, however you want to be comfortable for 2 minutes. That's how long we're going to meditate. It gets easier and easier. I know that some of you know that. Are you ready? Are you ready to do this? Oh, there's some good music. Let's take some deep breaths first. Okay? We're going to breathe in. We can breathe in. A good way to breathe in is pretend you have a rose. Smell the rose. Now get your candle. Blow out the candle. Smell the rose. Blow out the candle. Very good. One more deep breath. Just breathe it in. Blow it out. We're going to close our eyes and sit for 2 minutes. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's meditate. So good. You can gently open your eyes. Do you feel relaxed and happy? Did you think some beautiful, beautiful, wonderful thoughts? Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. Meditation controls your mind. Controls your mind. You can use your mind this week to be kind, right? Always, always, not just this week, but every week, right? We're going to be learning about kindness for the whole month. So I want you to really, really practice it. I thought we could have a story. This is a story about someone who is very, very kind. And this is called How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? And there's a man who wrote the words. His name is Bob Merrill. And then it's retold and illustrated. That means this person retold the story in a new way and wrote the pictures. And her name is Isa Trapani. And she is the illustrator. That means she drew the pictures. See, she drew the picture of this dog. She did a good job, didn't she? I bet if you told her you did a good job drawing that doggy, she would be happy. And that would be a compliment for her. And it would make her happy, right? So let's see this picture. How much is that doggy in the window? This picture, this book. Let's read this book. Okay, here we go. It's kind of like a song. I learned this as a song when I was a little girl. So I am going to be singing it to you, okay? Are you ready? How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. So look, he's at the pet store and there's a little puppy in the window for sale. And he wants to know how much it costs. I bet he's thinking of buying it. So the owner of the pet shop says, that doggy's on sale for $60. I'd even take $5 off. But you only have $11.50. Oh no. And that is not nearly enough. He says, I'm sorry. So the boy only has $11.50 here, see? But the pet store owner, he needs $60 for the dog. Does the boy have enough? No, he needs a lot more. He needs almost $50 more or $45 more because the pet store is going to take some off. So let's see what they say now. Perhaps you would rather buy a hamster, a gerbil, or maybe some mice. Those lizards and snakes are simply splendid. I'll take 50 cents off the price. Do you think he wants those? Do you think he wants a hamster or a gerbil or a snake? Let's see. Oh no, mister, no, I want that doggy. Just look how he's wagging at me. I'll go find a way to make some money, and I'll buy him, just wait and see. He's gonna get that doggy. I thought I'd sell lemonade on Monday. Now that's a good plan, don't you think? But it rained all day and most of Tuesday, and no one came out for a drink. Oh, he's trying to sell lemonade in the rain. He really tried, didn't he? He wants that doggy. On Wednesday and Thursday, I felt lousy. I had a bad cold in my head. The weather was great, but I was achy. And I had to spend 2 days in bed. How's he gonna get that doggy? On Friday, my little baby sister fell down and she bumped up her knee. I went out and bought her frozen yogurt, and she was as pleased as can be. Oh, that was so kind. Look, his sister fell down, and then he went and he bought her some yogurt. That was so kind. But he spent some of his money. On Saturday, my mom was in the garden. A bee stung her right on the toe. I went out and bought her chocolate candy. It made her feel better, you know. Aw, she got her toes stung. Then he got her candy. Was that kind? It was so kind. He was kind to his sister. Now he was kind to his mom. On Sunday, my daddy got allergic. He sneezed and his eyes itched real bad. I went out and bought a box of tissue. I spent almost all the money I had. Now he doesn't have any money for the dog. But he sure was kind to his dad, wasn't he? I guess sometimes being kind is more important than getting a dog for yourself. Let's see. So that's why I didn't earn a penny. I guess that I'm plain out of luck. Last Monday I had $11.50, and now I have less than a buck. A buck is $1. He doesn't even have $1, and that puppy was going to cost him like $55. Oh, where is that doggy in the window? He went back to the pet shop. The dog's gone. Oh, where did that cute doggy go? I know that I can't afford to buy him. I just thought I'd come say hello. He's asking the owner, where's the dog? He's gone. Oh, no. Oh, no. It says, there's a sign, see it? It says, doggy sold. And the owner says, some people stopped by and bought that doggy for their very special young son. They bought him the dog so they could thank him for all the nice things that he'd done. Oh no, somebody else got the dog. How is that little boy feeling? He's so sad. Just wanted to say hello to the dog. Well, at least he was kind to everyone, right? He gets home and, can that be the doggy from the window? Look, there he is on the sidewalk. I wonder, can that really be? Oh, what a surprise. I never figured that lucky young boy would be me. So what happened? His mom and dad went and bought him the dog because he'd been so kind all week. Oh, see? If you are kind many, many times, your kindness will come back to you. Aw, I love that book. It is. See why it's so very important to be kind? Even if your kindness doesn't come back to you in another way, you will feel good in your heart for being kind because it's so very important to be kind. So this week, we're not going to do a craft, but we do have a great color sheet. And let me find it here.
Give me a minute.
Liza should be a little bit more organized, but she's not finding her color sheet. But it's on the website, and it says, I am kind. That's what it says. Let me see if I can find it over here. Here it is. Here it is. I got it. Here it is. It says, I am kind. I am kind. So what you can do is you should go out and do something kind first, and then you can color your color sheet. You can color each letter a different color to celebrate your kindness. You just need some crayons. You can print this out. Now, if you don't have a printer at your house, you can write it. Write each letter in a different color. But this color sheet will be right on the website where you are watching this video. So you can ask your big people at your house to print it out for you. And if they say, oh, honey, we don't have a printer, that's okay. Just write the words because you can see how they look right here. I am kind. But I want you to promise me that you will be able to name some things that you did that were kind before you color this sheet, okay? So I've got a few of them colored. I don't think I need to show you how I'm going to color them all. You know how to color. And that's all we're going to do for this week. So I am so happy that you joined us and that you learned all about kindness. We're going to learn more about it next week. Thank you for coming. I love that you were here, and I will see you soon. All right? Bye-bye.